don't know why it did that, but whatever. I'm gonna give it a little bit. Where the hell is it? Let me do it on, man. Let me on the tone, man. Let's see if I can find it. I think that's it right there. 587. Peace. Peace, 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 and love. Where is it? All right, so this video is called "The Writing on the Wall" because there's writing on the wall. So I literally just posted this video on YouTube. I found it on Facebook and I did a screen record, and I just want to play it real quick. So hold on, let me bring it back. Asiatic male, I think 2 of them, or maybe it was a female. He had his hands up. Obviously, he was not armed. Neither of them were armed. And he got tased, right? See, hands up, tased, right on the ground. Then what? He puts his own hands behind his back. Dogs ripping his leg off. His family members screaming in the background. And the cops telling the family members to get back. Meanwhile, their dog is torturing this man whose hands are behind his back. Hold on, let me pause it because, you know, they're screaming. Because they're being terrorized. His hands are behind his back. They seen that he was unarmed the entire time. Tased him, still let the dogs hit him. So now you tell me when paperwork is going to put an end to that. I'll wait. I'll be waiting a long goddamn time. This book right here says that there's a time for war and a time for peace. Hold on, let me find it real quick. Let me turn this around. I gotta Google it because I didn't keep a tab there, but I'll show you. In the Bible, it says there's a time for war and a time for peace. Holy Bible, there's a time for everything. Ecclesiastes. So let me just find that real quick. Hold on, let me show you the Bible so you know this isn't my book. I didn't write this book. Right? Since all these Moors claim to be intellectuals talking about, oh, we don't have to do anything. The sun is already killing them. And we just got to put it in Allah's hands. And we just have to sit back. And we don't got to do nothing. And get the fuck out of here. What is it? 3, 1 to 8. Right here. Ecclesiastes. This is about how there's a time for everything. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Right? A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck. Blah, 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 blah. A time to kill and a time to heal. Right? See that, right?
Time for war and a time for peace.
A time to heal and a time to kill. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. So now let me go back to that video real fucking quick. And you tell me where paperwork is going to stop this. Since you know everything has a season. Does it look like Moors are at peace right now? Does that look like Moors are at peace to you? Matter of fact, hold on. Just in case you dummies, and obviously not you watching, but the dummies that are gonna have something to say. Oh, the prophet didn't teach that, and the prophet didn't teach that, and I'm a fucking idiot, and the prophet didn't teach that, right? Okay, let's go to this right here. Let's go to this right here. Mysteries of the Silent Brotherhood of the East, right? Let's go to this real quick. Let's see what Jesus said. Because didn't Noble Drew Ali say he remembers when he was Jesus, right? Isn't that what he said? That's what he said, right? This is what you get in the Addab Chamber of the Moore Science Temple of America, right? Where is it at? Because Moors are intellectual cowards. We like to hide behind, oh, we have all this information and Allah and the universe. And these same dummies will say, yeah, Allah and man are one. And then when it's time to fucking fight back and defend ourselves, they're like, nah, Allah got it. Oh, so now you want to debase yourself again because you don't want to do shit. Even though in the Bible and in the Quran, both books, it says that God and Allah work through man. Anyway, let's see what Jesus had to say. Hold on, let me go back real fast to the beginning because I don't want to skip this part. Because we're over here pussyfooting around. Lama said, pray, tell us, Yeshua, is this the dawn of peace? Have we come forth unto the time when men will war no more? Are you indeed the Prince of Peace that holy men have said would come? And Yeshua said, peace reigns today. It is the peace of death. Oh. A stagnant pool abides in peace. Now, what does stagnant water breed? Death. So since we're not doing anything, guess what we're doing? Dying. Oh, but I got all this paperwork and I got these seals and I'm going to just send a writ. Get out of my goddamn face. When waters cease to move, they soon are laden with the seeds of death. Corruption dwells in every drop. The living water always leaps and skips about like lambs in the spring. So what's that mean? Fight. The nations with an S are corrupt. And since we won't fight for our own goddamn right, we're corrupt. They sleep within the arms of death. And they must be aroused before it's too late. So what's that mean? They must be inspired to fight. Though, don't worry, because it says that in this book. And don't worry, in the prophet's historical message to all Moorish leaders, he tells us to read this book. So you can't say the prophet didn't teach it if he told you to read this book. And in this book it says, fight for your right. In this book it tells the prophets to inspire the people to fight in the cause of Allah, those who fight you. Not to be the aggressor, those who fight you. So these motherfuckers that are doing this to our people right here, this is what we have to put an end to. Not overthrowing no government, not just murdering people for no reason, putting an end to an unarmed Moorish American who might not know that he's a Moor, doesn't matter, he's still a Moor, unarmed, look, tased, hit the ground, they still let the dog on him. They still let the dog on him. And look, everyone else is being peaceful, which means what? They're just allowing the dog to mutilate this man. This is what peace brings. Stagnation and death. That's peace. Don't believe me. Let's continue to read what Yeshua said. While this man's family is screaming in the background, and you intellectual cowards just want to intellectually masturbate and say, no, we're going to follow these documents and Allah got us, as if you don't have to do shit. So what did Yeshua say? In life, we find antagonists at work. Yep. Allah sent me here to stir into the depths the waters of the sea life. Peace follows strife. I come to slay this piece of earth. The Prince of Peace must first be the Prince of Strife. So what the hell is he telling you? Sit back and do nothing? Is that what he's telling you? So you're telling me Yeshua said, sit back and do nothing. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me in the Holy Quran that Noble Drew Ali prepared for all Moorish Americans, when it says when your life is important to others, it is your duty, which means your obligation, to protect it. So now you tell me, what should we do? Send paperwork? This man's family is screaming and you want to send paperwork? These Europeans are sicking dogs on our people. You want to send paperwork? He's not even in handcuffs yet. He put his own hands behind his own back. Look at him. Get back. Stay back. With the taser pointing. Look. Taser in his face. He's on the ground. His own hands behind his own back. Taser in his face. Send this guy paperwork. Send him a document right now. Send him a writ. See if he's still working the next day. I bet you he will be. Send that dog a writ. Dog, cease and desist. Send him a writ. Go ahead. See how effective that document's going to work. Moors, why is it okay? Why is this okay? Why are we intellectual cowards? So you're telling me this is fine. You're telling me suffering is fine. That's what you're telling me. Suffering's fine. That's what you're saying. Let's go back to Yeshua. This leaven of truth, which I have brought to men, will stir the demons up. That's why when I've been talking about bearing arms, all these idiots and these COINTELPRO agents and these FBI agents are making videos about me. And nations, cities, families will be at peace with themselves. The 5 that have been dwelling in the home in peace will be divided not, and the 2 shall war against 3. The son will stand against his sire, the mother and daughter will contend. Yea, strife will reign in every home. But since you idiots, and not y'all watching, since you intellectual idiots say, since it's not happening to you, you're going to say, nah, we just got to go peacefully because it's not happening to your bitch ass. So it's fine. It's fine because it's not happening to you. It's fine. But even though chapter 25 says when your brother needs assistance, help him. When your sister's in adversity, forsake her not. But it's fine because it's not happening to your bitch ass. You want to act holy moly maca goddamn Roni. Anyway, then self and greed and doubt will reign into a fever heat. And then, because of me, the earth will be baptized in human blood. Don't that sound like war to you? Didn't Noble Drew Ali say there's going to be a time when blood is up to a horse's brow? Didn't Noble Drew Ali say before that great and awful day that is sure to come? What do you think he's telling you? He said, don't even carry a pocket knife. Why? So you think a pocket knife is going to stop this? That's what you think. He said, don't even carry a pocket knife. Why? Because it ain't going to do shit against this. Let me bring it back, just in case you didn't hear his family screaming. Let me bring it back for you. You think a pocket knife is going to stop that? You think a writ and a pocket knife is going to, and you saying Islam, and you saying ancestors, and you saying peace is going to stop this? This is fine. This is fine to you because it's not happening to you, so it's fine. But you don't believe in guns, though. They do. Matter of fact, he's pointing tasers at innocent people who ain't even doing nothing. Matter of fact, they're letting their dog rip this guy's leg off. How come they didn't tase the dog? How come he's not even in handcuffs yet? Why is he stepping on his other leg when he ain't even doing nothing? Oh, but that's fine. That's fine to you. How come he got the taser pointing in his face? That's fine to you. It's fine to you because it's not happening to you, so it's fine. So you can just say Islam, holy moly macaroni, stay on your Instagram and post bullshit about bullshit because it's fine. Because it's not happening to you. Let's continue with Yeshua. Even though he just told you that the earth will be baptized in human blood, which means war. But right is king. And when the smoke is cleared away, the nations will learn war no more. The Prince of Peace will come to reign. Behold, the signs of what I say are in the sky, but men can see them not. Which I just showed you a video, and I bet you most of our people are going to be like, Prophet didn't teach that. Or you're going to realize what we need to do, and you're not going to move out here or bear arms. Not even move out here. You're not going to move where there's a bunch of Moors and bear arms. You're not going to do that. You don't even got to come to where I am. It's not about me. It's about our goddamn people. So you're going to watch this video, turn it off, and continue with the goddamn bullshit quarantine and do nothing. Because that's what our people do. So behold, the signs of what I say are in the sky, but men see them not. When men behold a cloud rise in the west, they say a shower of rain will come, and so it is. When the wind blows from the south, they say the weather will be hot, and so it is. Lo, men can read the signs of earth and sky, but they cannot discern the signs of the holy breath. But you shall know. The storms of wrath come on. The carnal men will seek a cause to hale you into court and cast you into prison cells. Isn't that called a prison industrial complex? Isn't that called prison labor? And when these times shall come, let wisdom guide. Do not resent. Resentment makes more strong the wrath of evil men. Meaning, don't be stupid. Plan. Prepare. Get ready. Don't be one-man Rambo thinking you can stop these Europeans, which means what? Stir our people up to get ready. Not being a goddamn idiot saying, oh, you don't know the art of war, bitch? You don't know shit. So you're going to tell a military veteran he don't know nothing about war. I'll wait. There is little sense of justice and mercy in the vilest of men of earth. So there's little sense of justice and mercy in them, but you're going to send them a writ and you think that's going to work. By taking heed to what you say, what you do and say, and trusting in the guidance of the holy breath, you may inspire this sense to grow. What is he inspiring? What is he inspiring you to do? He just told you. He's inspiring you to fight. You thus may make the wrath of men to praise Allah. What is he telling you to do? Hold on. Because there's about 4 chapters in this book on war alone. Let me find this real fast for you, just in case you think this is a goddamn game. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. It's. Hold on. You'll see. I ain't gotta say nothing. You'll see. Look at this. No nation can go on with a treaty if the other party violates it at will. I wonder what that means. Let's just skip through some of the stuff. Let's see what this says. Oh, it's telling you to dissolve treaty obligations when people violate them. Oh, it's telling you to strategize. Oh, it's talking about war. Oh, why? Why is that book telling you to go to war? I wonder why. I wonder why in this book it says torment and oppression, which is this, is worse than death. I wonder why it says that. Will ye not fight the people who violate their oath? Do you fear them? It is Allah whom ye most justly fear if you believe. Fight them, and Allah will punish them by your hands. Not sit back and wait. Oh, Allah's going to do it. Oh, even though, right, hold on, let me pose this. Even though this man told you Allah and man are one. But through your carnal self, you debased yourself from Allah. So now, this book is telling you, you are Allah. Allah is going to punish those who oppress you with your hand, but you don't want to do nothing because you're scared. You don't even want to think about planning. Because right now is not the time to do anything. I'm not telling y'all to do shit. I'm telling you to plan because it's coming.
Well, prepare is doing something.
True, preparing is doing something. True.
To prepare.
let me bring it back for you. I don't think. Let me just see something. This is for you intellectual masturbators, you intellectual cowards. No, I'm not gonna stop playing this video. I don't care if my point was proven, because Moore's still sleeping. Nah, he's supporting. He just said it's because it's painful to watch.
It is painful to watch.
No, you know what else is painful? You know what else is painful? When Moore's contact me from prison, they got no other options. Talking about they reach out to these people and these people who claim to be holy moly on camera, but they ain't helping. You know what else sucks? When Moore show me the body cam of cops tasing them walking out of their car when they got pulled over in a parking lot with their hands up. That's painful. But guess what? Since a lot of Moors aren't helping other Moors, they don't have this perspective, so they can't see. All they can see is what's affecting them. And since they're not directly being affected, they ain't gonna say shit, they ain't gonna do shit, they're gonna continue to sit back and intellectually masturbate. Talking about Islam, holy moly macaroni, and the Prophet didn't teach that.
There is no peace.
There is no peace. Hold on. I'm gonna find something that all you naysayers are gonna have something nay to say about it.
Just so you know, I would be out there with this. And I don't care who's around. Sorry, you shouldn't
Oh.
do nothing.
Look. The laws of spiritual fight are exactly similar to those enforced by military virtue. Okay.
Read it again.
I'll read it one more time. The laws of spiritual fight are exactly similar to those enforced by military virtue and discipline. Meet your enemy fairly and squarely. Hold on, let me see this real fast. Let me see if this was fair. Let me check. Let me study. Nope, not fair. That wasn't fair. There's about 5 of them. It was 2 of them. They tased him and let the dog on him, so nope, that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair at all. Hold on, I'm looking for a specific thing. Oh, right here, look, I found it. Imagine this. Fight them until there is no more tumult or oppression, and there prevail justice and faith in Allah, altogether and everywhere. But if they cease, verily Allah doth see all that they do. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me try to break this down, just in case you don't comprehend what that just said, even though it's very simple. Let's just Google. Let's go to Etimon online, since the master etymologist Abdullah El-Talib Mozi Bey tells us to honor this science because it is a science. All right, let's look up tumult, or I say that wrong all the time. Tumult, Tumult. Let's look that up real fast. Let's look at that. Commotion, bustle, uproar, disorder, disturbance. So let me go back to this video. I wonder if this video fits that description. Disturbance, uproar. People are screaming. Yep, that sounds like an uproar to me. Don't our people say we don't have any rights and we want to march and pray and scream in the streets, that sounds like uproar too. So this tells you fight until there's no more of that. All right, hold on. Let me hold on. Wait. Let's look up oppression. Let me see if I'm getting this right. Oppression. Let's look at that. Oppression. Cruel. Or unjust use of power or authority. A pressing down. Violence. Let me see if this guy was pressed down on the floor. Let me see if he was pressed down on the floor. Let me see if this was violent. Let me see if this was violent. Hold on. You should get mad. Let me see if this is violent. Let me see if he's being oppressed right now. Yep. Is he thrown on the floor? Yep. Is he thrown down? Yep. He's thrown down. So, does this say file paperwork until there's no more atonement or oppression? Nah, that's not what that says. That's not what that says. That's not what that says at all, actually. Oh, look. It talks about those who break the treaty. Look. It talks about those who break a treaty. The broken treaty should be denounced so that the innocent party can at least fight on equal terms. Wow. There are always lurking enemies who you may not know, but whom Allah knows. It is your duty to be ready against all of them. Wow. Then this tells you, if they break the treaty with you, to make ready your strength, prepare. That's what that's telling you. To the utmost of your power, meaning to the best of your ability. Now, let me stop right there. Let me just stop. Let me turn this camera around, because I already know what some of you intellectual cowards are going to say. Well, they got laser guns, and they got tanks, and they got this, and they got that, and they got advanced weapons, and they got... Shut the hell up! Look up the War of Vietnam. Look it up.
Are they using those advanced weapons
Hold
on
on.
you when they're
Hold
doing
on.
that,
Hold
or
on.
are they stepping on your back?
That's a way better question, but let's not even go there yet, because that's too advanced for some of these people. Look at the War of Vietnam. Did the Vietnamese people have napalm? No. Guess who did? The United States. Did the Vietnamese have superior firearms? No. Guess who did? The United States. Did the Vietnamese have superior manpower? No. Guess who did? The United States. Guess who won the Vietnam War? Oh wait,
Remind them.
because it was not the United States. It was not them.
You just have to have heart.
Matter of fact, look up the burning monk. Look that up real quick. Google it. You will see
That was honestly
the Asians, monks,
truly inspiring.
monks, high priest, the religious people, monks. They're like, oh shit, the European Inquisitionists are coming over to our homeland, our ancestral estate, and they're trying to spread democracy here. Democracy literally means destructive power.
They'd rather die.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have one of our monks volunteer. We're not going to force him to do it, because we're going to show you our will. This is how they're thinking. We're going to have our monks, our religious people, not our warriors, not the ones trained to fight. We're going to have the religious people volunteer. We're going to pour gasoline on his body. He's going to burn himself in the middle of the street. We're going to televise it, and he's not going to peep a word until he burns to death, to show you we ain't scared of you. We rather die than be oppressed. And guess what the Quran says? Hold on, let me look it up, because it's in one of the earlier chapters. Let me look that up real quick. Let me just find it real fast. This is in the earlier chapters. Yep, 2. Yep, 2. Let me show you real quick. This is what the monks were thinking. Monks, not military people. This is what monks were saying in the 40s. Let me find it real fast for you. All right, let me find this real quick for you. Right here. Fight in the cause of Allah. Those who fight you. Hold on, let me go back to this video real quick. Let me see if they're fighting us. Let me see. Let me check. Because I could be wrong. Yep, looks like they're fighting us to me. Yep. Let me pause that real quick. But do not transgress limits, for Allah loveth not transgressors, and slay them wherever ye catch them, and turn them out from where they have turned you out. For torment and oppression are worse than slaughter, which means death. So what we're living through right now is worse than death. So when the Vietnamese people were like, you know what, we're going to have our monks sit on the street and burn himself to prove to you Europeans that we ain't scared to die. And guess where democracy is not? Guess where Christianity is not? And not the true Christianity. I'm talking about the Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed of 325 AD created by the Roman Emperor Constantine. That's what I'm talking about. Guess where that's not? Where that monk burned himself. You don't believe me. I really don't care if you believe me. I don't care if you call me crazy. I don't care if you say I'm being what is radical. So I'm being radical, but they say I'm at home. Hold on. I'm at home sitting down. At home chilling. Right? But Moors are gonna call me radical, but not this. Hold on. Let me show you. They're not gonna say this is radical. Let me bring it back. They're not gonna say that this is radical. This to them, this is fine. It's fine. It's fine to have women and children screaming out of fear. That's fine to you. It's fine to have a man who's unarmed, put his own hands behind his back, waiting to be arrested, so the pain can end. He's waiting for it. Did the pain end? Nope. Stay back. Don't help him. He's in pain. Don't help him. Don't listen to your religious text, which it tells you to help your brother and sister when they're in adversity. Stay back. Because you're scared. So, Moors are going to call me radical, even though I didn't say do anything. I said prepare for war, because that's what's coming. Because that's what the prophet said. That's what all the prophets said. They're going to call me radical, but they're not going to say nothing about that. When I'm sitting here peacefully, I got two holy books in front of me. The Bible and the Quran of Muhammad. But they're going to say I'm extreme and I'm being radical. Meanwhile, I just showed you several times these people claiming to be sheriffs who have an oath willingly, knowingly, and intentionally violate that oath and oppress this person. But I'm the crazy one. And you're going to say the prophet didn't teach that. Even though the prophet said in his Quran, if your life is important to others, it is your duty to protect it. All right, I got a phone call. Aren't there degrees to everything? So if the prophet told you if your life is in danger or if your life is important, another phone call. Prophet told you if your life is important to others, it is your duty to protect it. Now there's degrees to everything, right? So if you love your nation and your nation's being oppressed, ain't it your duty to protect it? Ain't it your civic duty? Isn't that why they do the draft in the United States? Or am I the radical one? Let me continue reading this for you. Fight them not at the sacred mosque unless they fight you there first. So there's rules to engagement. So this whole book is telling you don't start nothing. Don't start anything. Defend yourself. That's it. Even the bird's laughing. The bird knows what's up. But if they fight you, slay them. Such is their reward of those who oppress faith, freedom, justice, equality, the Constitution, the treaty, human rights, civil rights, civic rights, universal rights. And fight them until there's no more atonement or oppression. That's what the holy books say. That's what the prophets say. Look. The book is already telling you. Look at the book. Look. Hold on, sorry. Look at the book. In this book, there are basics of fundamental understanding. And there's also allegorical stories. It's up to you to figure them out. Didn't the prophet say, the half has not been told? If I told you everything, you would go back to sleep? But you think this is a game. You think it's all hunky-dory. Let's just file documents, never show up to court. Let's never be out in the streets with the people. Let's just sit back, because Allah got it. And we don't really got to do nothing. And all we have to do is say ancestors several times. All I got to do is be a YouTube personality and say peace, family, and beloved, and ancestors, and universe, and omniverse, and universal law, and all that bullshit that gets you all intellectually masturbated. Meanwhile, these Europeans are doing this to us. I'm looking for a specific part in the Quran that tells the prophet to inspire people to fight. Just in case you thought the prophet didn't teach that. Dummy. Oh, prophet, rouse the believers to fight. Didn't Yeshua just say the same thing? Hold on, wait. Let me double check, because I could be wrong. Let me double check, because I know since my energy's high, a lot of people are going to say I'm just being emotional and blah, blah, blah. You're going to have everything to say under the sun about me, but nothing about that European that just let that dog basically murder that guy's leg. What did Yeshua say? Let me see. Let me see what he said. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? Peace reigns today. It is the peace of death. A stagnant pool abides in peace. When waters cease to move, they soon are laden with the seeds of death. Corruption dwells in every drop. The living waters always leap and skip about like lambs in spring. The nations are corrupt. They sleep within the arms of death, and they must be aroused before it's too late. Rouse the believers to fight. Oh, they have to be aroused before it's too late.
It's too late.
Oh.
Just in case.
I came to slay the peace of earth. The Prince of Peace must first be the Prince of Strife. Oh. So all the prophets were saying the same thing. All of them, right? All of them. All of them.
And we all claim to be Christians or Baptists, and we don't even follow the people that we say we do.
Hold on, there's Check this one out. The unbelievers are protectors of one another. Hold on, let's go back to the video. Let's see if they're protecting each other. Let's see. Yep, there's several of them armed. They got bulletproof vests. They all got guns and a dog. Yep, they're protecting one another. Look, they're protecting each other. Look, there's a guy off to the side getting the other guy, making sure he got his boys' backs. Yep, they're all protecting each other. Yep, that's what they're doing. The unbelievers are protecting each other. The unbelievers are protectors of one another. Unless you do this, protect each other, there will be turmoil and oppression on earth. Let me check if that's right. Yep, it's right. Looks right to me. There's one more verse from the Quran that I want to go over. And then I'll end the video. I have to look it up. I think it's chapter 7. Is it? Let me see. It's saying it's chapter 9. I don't think it's in chapter 9. Chapter 9, 29. No, I don't think it's up here. In the Quran, it literally says, when there's basic fundamental principles on when to fight. Hold on. It's better if I find it. I'm not going to paraphrase because I want you to see it for yourself. Don't believe nothing that I say. There's nothing to believe. Except for in Allah. That's literally it. Believe in yourself. Believe in your higher self. Don't believe in me. Let me see real quick. Because every time I read it, I just laugh. It's not funny, but I have to laugh. Because it's literally, it literally says, this book literally tells us everything we need to do, and we're just like, what do we do? The book literally tells us what to do, and we're like, what do we do? Like we're stupid or something. Oh yeah, we're smart. I forgot. We're smart. That's why we're in so much pain, because we're smart. Look up smart. Look it up, and you'll see why we're in so much goddamn pain. Basic instructions. I think this was when I was. Literally, where was it? Oh damn! What? 20. I think it's 7. I think it's chapter 7, verse 20. Because I'm pretty sure I was in the car when I read it. Where the heck is it? Maybe it's not 7. I'm about to go through all these chapters. Look at that, verse 20s. Because I really want you to see this. Excuse me. It's going to take some time. I will find it, though. I will find it. Don't you fret. Oh, ye of little faith. Don't even fret. Don't even trip. Oh, this must be it over here. Fingers crossed. Fingers and toes crossed. I took a picture of it. But I seem not to be able to find it. Because I didn't take a picture of the whole, like which chapter it was. I just took a picture of the ayat, or verse. So now I'm trying to find it. Sometimes I just open the book and what I need is right there. Other times, Allah's like, if you want to find it, you gotta look for it. I mean, I could just show you the screen, which I might have to do. 'Cause technically, I did find it already. All right, we'll just go right here. Obviously, this is from the Quran right here. But when it talks about fighting, it says, those who believe say, why is it not a surah, which means chapter, sent down for us? But when a chapter of basic or categorical meaning is revealed and fighting is mentioned therein, thou will see those in whose hearts is a disease. And it continues on to say that, you know, when you tell this to people, they're gonna look at you like you're gonna die. You know, then it says, no, death is more befitting to them. That's what I wanted you to see. That's what I wanted you to see. I don't know why I can't find it. I really don't. I really want to find it. Feel free to stick around with me, because I really want to find this. I really, truly, truly want to find it in the book. Because literally, I can't make this stuff up. It was written before I was even born. It's not coming from me. It's the same message that all the prophets have been giving you and me and us. It's not my words. These are not my words. I didn't say it. They were written. I am so interested on why I can't find this. Chapter 9, chapter 10, 20. Oh, look, mankind was one nation. All right. I'm determined now. You don't have to stick around anymore, but I will find this. This part in the Quran where it says, those who believe, well, those who pretend to believe, say, why is there not a chapter sent down for us about fighting? But when a chapter of basic or categorical meaning is revealed and fighting is mentioned, the people basically turn into cowards. Yes. Basic instructions for fighting are given. Let me see. What? Nah, surah means chapter, but it talk. Basically, the unbelievers say, well, the quote unquote believers will say, you know, how come there isn't a specific chapter that teaches us when and how to fight? And then the prophets say, well, I'll just read it. I'll read it again. Those who believe say, why is it not a chapter sent down for us? What do we do, right? They're questioning, how come we don't have this information? Then it continues to say, but when a chapter of basic or categorical meaning is revealed and fighting is mentioned, therein thou will see those in whose hearts is a disease. Cowards. Because fear is a disease. Coward. Where is it? Don't tell me it's, I'm about to slap myself, it's all the way up there. Some crazy chapter that's light years ahead of where I'm reading at. What is this? 51, 52. All right, it's not. Do. I will find it. I guess I'm just going to have to do a word for word. Those who believe say, right? Say, oops. Why is not a surah, right? Sent down to us. It's so funny just to think about it. But when a surah is, when a surah of, when a surah of basic or, right, categorical, God damn it, right, categorical meaning is revealed. Oops. And fighting is mentioned. All right, let's see if it pops up. Oh my God. It is something crazy. Chapter 47. I'm on 7 to 9. Oh, man. 47. Chapter 47. All right, everyone, open up your Qurans to chapter 47. Look, it's about Muhammad. Those who believe say, why is not a surah sent down for us? But when a surah of basic or categorical meaning is revealed and fighting is mentioned, Therein thou wilt see those in whose hearts is a disease, looking at thee with the look of one in swoon at the approach of death, but more fitting for them. Coward. There's also you see what it is. There's also verses in the Quran that say, you know, when you go out to fight, the cowards, they call them unbelievers, but they're cowards, the bands, the bitch ass niggas, will sit back and say, you know, if you die, oh, if you would have stayed with us, you would never died. But if you come back victorious, they say, oh, look, we won. FOH. I got that from Grand Sheik Cujo, which means fuck out of here. You can get this on Amazon. Amazon.com. I know I said I'm gonna read that last verse and that's it, but before I go, I want you to watch this full video, and I'll just stay quiet. Hold on, sorry about that. That's the legal service. I didn't mean to show that person's number as an accident. Just popped up.
Stay back! Stay back! Stay, keep face down! Put your face on the ground!
The dog hit my leg! The dog hit my leg! Please, the dog hit my leg, bro. Please, it's
They can take it over.
Please.
One and two.
Wow.